Farmers in northern Nigeria right now are facing three critical problems at the same time, which include unpredictable climate, inefficient use of resources, and limited access to timely information. A farmer can have good land and still lose a significant part of his crop because he does not know exactly when to irrigate, when the soil condition is changing, or how to respond to weather conditions. The problem is not that Nigerian farmers do not know how to farm. The problem is that they are farming in a changing environment without enough data and technology to support their decision. We carried out a research in Bauchi Metropolis, and what we found was very practical. Farmers were working hard, but many decisions were still based on experience and guesswork. We also saw that the same farmer could have a good harvest one season and struggle badly in another because the condition changed. That shows us that farmers need a system that helps them make better decisions continuously. I'm Umar Rabi Oyakhilome, the team lead and CEO of Green Tech Visionary Enterprise Limited, located at Technology Incubation Center, Bauchi State, Nigeria. Green Tech Visionary Enterprise Limited is an innovation company that focuses on developing practical technology for agriculture, education, and climate-related challenges. 9jafarm is our flagship agricultural technology system. It brings farm management, climate-smart agriculture, farmer support, and smart farming technologies into one connected system. A lot of agricultural technology was designed around assumptions that do not always fit the Nigerian farmers. Some solutions require reliable internet, expensive infrastructure, or a level of technical knowledge that is not available everywhere. We are building 9jafarm around the realities of Nigerian agriculture, including farmers with basic phones, rural connectivity challenges, and limited technical support. We built 9jafarm because we saw a gap between the farmer and the technology that could actually help them. We have the farmers, we have the land, and we have the agricultural knowledge. What was missing was a practical system connecting the farm, the farmer, the data, the extension worker, and the decision-making process. That is the gap we decided to solve.
This is the IoT device, and this is the sensor. This sensor can sense up to 7 parameters, from soil temperature to soil moisture, pH, and electrical conductivity. So when you place it inside a spot, it will send the data and then send it through this receiver. This receiver connects to the user's phone through the app, and then after it connects to the user's phone, then the AI will analyze the data, which includes the history of other previous sensing. It depends on whether it's the first time or in-season farming sensing. Then it will give you appropriate task on what to do, recommendations and advice on what to do in your next steps.
Hello, my name is Ahmad Abubakar Yusuf. I am the General Manager, Green Tech Visionary Enterprise. I will be introducing 9jafarm Management System. 9jafarm Management System is an enterprise resource planning system designed to address the agricultural challenges faced in Nigeria using technology. It has an onboarding process that goes like this. First, the enterprise register with the system. Then each enterprise will now onboard state coordinators who will manage the agricultural activities within the entire state. Then each of the state coordinator will now assign a local government supervisor who will be managing the activities within the local government. Then the local government supervisor will now assign field managers. These field managers are the people that help him to interact with farmers through cluster heads. Cluster heads is the person that deals directly with farmers. He's the person who guides farmer on how to download and use our mobile app. so that he can guide him on how he can effectively use it to manage his farm activities. Currently, we have about 1,721 farmers registered, 20 enterprise registered, and we have trained about 70 cluster heads who are going to help the farmers in using the platform. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Awolu Yakubu from Bauchi State College of Agriculture, Department of Crop Production and Agronomy, in charge of the college greenhouse. Right now, where we are, that is where we call the nursery of the greenhouse. So this is where we raise our seedlings. Any seed we want to plant in the greenhouse started from the nursery, so we have to raise it in the nursery. So as you can see now, this is cucumber and east-west seeds, and that we have some what we call habanero pepper. This particular variety is what we call super habanero, and we do have bell pepper that we just transplanted some. I think this is bell pepper, and that we also have some other wildflowers that we planted some days ago. So I think this is what we basically have here in the greenhouse, I mean in the nursery. Okay, this is another kit of the greenhouse, but as you can see, it's not in good shape. It was not like this before, but we have stopped production here because the cover has got open, and this is because of the way the project is being done. So the cover, you can see is wood instead of profile. So the contractors use wood to pin the cover instead of profile. So, and that here in Bauchi, we used to experience a heavy windstorm, and due to the windstorm, the cover got open, separated from the wood that has been used to put the cover. Had it been its profile, maybe no matter what, the pin will just remove and you come and replace it. But because it's wood, it used to tear the cover. So as you can see, this particular kit, the cover is gone. And the other challenge is the second kit. You see also the cover got torn because of the wind, and then the cover is not complete. That is, it does not cover for the arc, the entirety of the arc. You can see the arc. Somewhere towards the end, there is a metal from end to end. So from that, where the metal stands down to the water, is not covered. They use nets. So the nets there now allow water to come in. So that's another challenge. So because water is coming in and we are producing, so we begin to experience a lot of issues like fungal infection, pest attack, like insect pest attack. So it becomes very difficult for us to achieve our desired goal in this particular house. So when the house got open, so we decided to stop producing in the house. In fact, if not because of the grasses you are seeing here, if you check, like here, you will see the pepper. You see, these are the pepper that are already in the kit. You see, this is the pepper we are already producing. They are not dead, but you cannot continue. Even if you continue, you just spend your resources without getting result. The peppers are still here. You can see the peppers are still here, but you cannot do. You see, they are still trying to see that they do something. You can see the flowers, but we have to terminate because there is problem.
Okay, due to these challenges, that is when we now look at it together with the agronomist, the IoT engineer, and the other management staff we now see that, okay, there is a need for us now to now look at a way that we can be able to see how we can design a greenhouse that can survive in a semi-arid condition like our own, which is in Bauchi State and other northeast zone. So we now come up with a greenhouse, a proper greenhouse that we now named it Adaptive Smart Greenhouse System. So in this adaptive smart greenhouse system, we are going to adapt a different set of greenhouse, which is, when you look at it now, you see the way the roof is. We want to adapt a roof that is looking like a tooth saw roofing. That is the kind of roofing that will look as if it's like a saw. Will come like this, will go like this, so that that particular side that go like this is going to be the net, instead of the way they did their own, that the water is entering. Then that net that's going to be there is now going to be serving as a place where the heat will be evaporating, like will be extract from the inside the greenhouse. So already we have the design completed. Now it's for us to now implement it, which we are hoping that in the next month, if we are God willing, if we have the necessary support, we are going to put it on that land there. So we have already gotten the land. What is remaining now is for us to now practice it and then wait for the next breeze that is going to be coming, heat and the rainy season. That's going to take us like let's say 6 months plus for us to be able to know that, okay, if we have achieved that, and we hope to do that as soon as possible. Thank you.
Okay, this is another kit, where in this kit we planted habanero pepper. As you can see, the pepper are doing well, because in this kit we have started implementing 9jafarm advice through their app. And basically what they normally do, like especially this app, it checks the soil, and in checking the soil you can be able to see some nutrient requirement. Like maybe you don't know the quantity of potassium maybe the soil require for your pepper to do well, or the NPK, that is the nitrogen, the phosphorus, and the potassium. And sometimes we also do apply calcium and some other fertilizers. So, and even the soil pH. Like this particular pepper require around 6 to 6.5. So when we check, there was a time when we checked, we discovered that it's lower than that. So it now alert us. So we carry out liming. We use this ash to reduce the acidity level of the soil, that is to raise the pH. So all this, it gives room for the pepper to absorb the nutrient, and it also gives us the idea of, okay, we need to apply so quantity of calcium to this kit. We need to apply so quantity of potassium, and that is how we've been doing. And as this pepper you are seeing, we already carry out the first cycle harvest. That is the first fruit cycle. What we are seeing now is the second cycle of the fruiting. You can see the fruit now. The second fruit are already, some are also in the next 1 or 2 weeks we can start harvesting, and you see flowers are still coming. Already we have harvested almost everything from the first fruit, and all the fruit we are seeing are the second fruits that we are going to start harvesting anytime soon.
All right, you're welcome. This project, greenhouse project, initially it was constructed 2001, I think September 2001, by the then governor of Bauchi State. But a few years, maybe a year or two later, the project just collapsed, and it was maybe this time around by the present governor, through the AgriSal, they came and revived it to this shape. And after reviving the greenhouse, as you can see it now, then we feel that it is good to have a kind of collaboration with other agencies, which we feel that it will bring maybe progress to the way we are operating this time around. And we were lucky to have the Green Tech. We have a collaboration with Green Tech now, and we have a baseline. We did our baseline, information, and then through this green tech, we now want to make it more automated than the way we are operating now. Because if you look at the greenhouse, with the challenges you have so far seen in the greenhouse, we want to make it in such a way that our soils must not be taken to the lab for testing, to know the parameters or to know the the nutrient content of the soil, and then we don't have to go there to see our thermometers, what is it reading, the reading of the thermometers, so as to make all the necessary adjustments. We think by this collaboration, we can be able to have our greenhouse on our farms. In my office, as you can see from here, by the time these collaborations get concluded, and all the necessary support we are expecting from the green tech put in place, from your office you can be able to manipulate the greenhouse so as to give the nutrients, the water, the temperature, which are very, very critical to to our production. So by so doing, we believe that we are going to achieve much more than what we are so far achieving. I think this is a welcome development, and this is the reason why we are so much interested in this collaboration. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Abdullah Abdulgari Yalwa. I'm the Center Manager, Technology Incubation Center, Bauchi. This center was established in the year 1999, and we have similar centers across the nation in all the 36 states of the Federation, and some states have more than one incubation centers, which in Bauchi too we have 2 incubation centers. We have similar center in Azare, which we used to call it an extension of this incubation center. And the core mandate of TIP, that is Technology Incubation Program, is commercialization of research and development. And as the center manager of TIC Bauchi, I'm proud of our contribution to 9jafarm management system, because we have provided an incubation environment for 9ja management system, which includes technical support, space for testing and demonstrating its LOT enables smart agricultural solution, and we have a quality control laboratory which all our innovators undergoes their own testing. We have we have a mechanical workshop where our innovators too used to go and do their own work and research there. And we have free internet facilities in the center, which also helps our innovators in making their own research. And 9jafarm, we supported its journey from an innovative idea to a practical technology solution with the potential to transforming farming system in Nigeria. Thank you.
The Next Gen Challenge Program, a brainchild of our indefatigable DG, Dr. Kazim Kolawale Raji, has brought MBTI to international prominence, where youth of Nigeria with great solutions that are capable of solving Nigeria's problem were engaged to showcase their innovations. And this challenge, as it began in 2025, brought in a lot of, about 203,000 youth who presented their innovations, and among which the 9jafarm was part of those who brought certain solutions. For the 9jafarm, it was a smart climate management system that was deployed, which will enable farmers to grow their plants under optimized atmosphere and climate, where yield will be increased, food production will be improved, and hunger will be driven. Since that participation between 2026 and 2025, 9ja farms have grown into national limelight, where it has been engaged in working with other stakeholders, including investors, and now it is poised to be exposed internationally.
We are at College of Agric, where we demonstrate the open field farming. So first and foremost, just as I told you initially, the open field farming, the first thing we do is that we map the farmland, and then secondly, we test the soil. So now for testing the soil, we use this IoT device to test the soil, and this is the sensors on it. So now the first thing we do now is that we are going to put it on the soil. So this, it will not take the reading. I either display it on the screen here, or it will be on your system, on your phone, your app. So from the 9jafarm app, you will see all the parameters which the soil contains. So this is why after picking your parameters, you now send it to AI to analyze it. So from AI, it will now pick on, analyze it, and then give you a recommendation of what to do next on your soil. So this is one of the things that the cluster head will be helping the farmers to do, especially those farmers that have little knowledge about using smart system. So by the time they get the reading from the soil, they will now send it to AI. AI will analyze it and give recommendation. The cluster head will interpret the recommendation to the farmer, and the farmer will now go ahead and buy the input that he needs to put on the on his farm. From then, the farmer will now schedule his farming. From scheduling his farming now, that is when he will now start by land clearance, and then secondly, he will do the ridges according to what the recommendation from the AI, and then before he change from one activity to another, he need to input two data. Number one is that he need to input the image of the soil. Number two, he need to input the cost that he spent in doing that activities. So the cost will be transferred to the financial record, while the image will be transferred to the disease and pest detector. So where they will now give him the recommendation of if there is pest or disease on the soil and what he should be able to do. While on the financial record there, it will summon all the record of the money he has spent from the beginning till date. So that is how it will be going until he gets to the last activity. At the last activity, which is the harvest activity, it will now the farmer will now input three different images now, or let's say three different data. Number one is the cost of the harvest. Number two is the image of the harvest, and then number three is the quantity of the harvest. And these harvests are coming in two ways. There is the produce, harvest of the produce, and there is the what we call waste, because we are also going to be selling the waste. We are trying to practice zero waste farming. So we sell the waste for those people that will also convert it to value-added product like the feed and maybe charcoal and other things that you can use waste from agro waste to produce. So from there now, the system will now further ask the farmer if, number one, he wants to consume his produce. Number two, if he wants to sell the produce. Number three, if he wants to process the produce further. The option, now let's go with the number two, which is the selling the produce. If assuming the farmer selects the number two option, which is he wants to sell the produce now what will happen is that the system will not automatically direct him to where he's going to upload his product, where the market will not see it. So by the time the market see it, and then already we are connected to 102 market let's say buyers around the Bauchi state. So in this case, in open field, we try to collaborate with Bauchi State College of Agriculture and Bauchi State Bauchi State Agricultural Development Program, which is BSADP. BSADP has farmers all over the 20 local government of Bauchi State, which at the moment they have onboarded 1,235 farmers on our system all over the Bauchi State. So, and we are hoping that at the end of this rainy season, by the time we start the new rainy season, the farmer will start getting, the cluster head will start getting this device, because this device serves 10 farmers, which is we customize it to serve 10 farmers and for each of the cluster head. With this, I want to give special thanks to Dr. KK Raji, our DG, our special workaholic DG at the National Board for Technology Incubation. And also, I won't forget the contribution of my governor, His Excellency, Dr. Bala Mohammed Kauram Bauchi. And secondly, or lastly, I won't forget the contribution of my team and the entire family at the National and Technology Incubation Center, Bauchi. So thank you all for your contribution to this wonderful project.